And here we go, ladies and gentlemen, and others, welcome. My name is System Nazimus, and you are watching RAGELogin. This is stream number 2 of Project J, the visual novel styled fan game based on the Ruby universe by Minos Keen. Which I've probably badly butchered the pronunciation to. Hopefully not. This is stream number 2. We're picking up on prologue number 2. I'm planning on only going for hour and a half, 2 hours, because the prologue, second part of the prologue shouldn't take that long, and then it's just a matter of, getting to a good stopping point. But, if we go more than that, then we go more than that. Although, my YouTube partners, the rest of the people in RAGELogin, if I continue uploading, 3-hour videos that they have to crop to fit on YouTube channel, they're probably not going to like me very much. Oh well, that's their problem. Anyway, this is a non-endorsed fan game, non-endorsed Rooster Teeth or anything. Views, opinions, thoughts are of the creator, and as always, my opinions, thoughts, and views are also my own. And my opinion, thought, and views that this game is awesome, so let's get back into it. Also, hi Gary, yes, I see you in the chat. Let's go. Okay. This is the Emerald Forest. Don't look down, don't look down, don't look down, don't look down, don't look down. Oh god, look down! It's going to be the location of your exam. What is our objective, Headmaster? Objectives, Miss Polydenia. First, you're to track down and group up with the last member of your team. She's already in the forest waiting for you. Afterwards, you will check your target. Target? A creature of Grim, stronger and bigger than what ones usually nest so close to Vale, has appeared in the Emerald Forest. You will find this creature and destroy it. So we're actually looking for trouble. Oh joy. What kind of Grim? Arthman shakes his head. You won't always have the luxury of knowing what kind of enemy awaits you beforehand, Mr. Decabegus. So we need to enter the forest, find our fourth and final member, track down this unknown Grim, and kill it. Yes. Take your positions. Miss Goodwitch points at 3 discolored patches of grass on the ground, motioning for us to come stand on them. I guess you're going to be teleported in the forest? Or maybe it's a slide. I hope it's not a slide. One last thing. As is customary for Beacon, the first person you will lay eyes on upon entering the forest will be your partner for the next 4 years. What? But, Headmaster, I thought... Thought what, Miss Polydenia? Why is Pain looking at me like that? Nothing, Headmaster. And why is Evelyn looking at me like that? And to make things fair, we are going to get launched at the same time. Oh no. He did not just say what I think he... You gray-haired asshole! I fucking love that bit. What in the blazes was that? I wish you were smart enough to know when to stay down. No. I bet that was my male teammate. Husband told me the bloke was a complete amateur after all. Hope he's experienced enough to survive his landing. Okay, so if you're not watching this live and you can't read the chat, Gary, the viewer, the one viewer I've had so far, looks like Team Rocket's busting off again! Awesome, man, awesome. Ow! Ack! Ugh! Hit you, Oz! Help! Ow! Well, that was enlightening. I now know 2 things. First, with enough trees in my way, Art can even help me survive a fall from that height. Second, doesn't stop the pain from happening, because my everything hurts! It's already fading, but, I close my eyes. Focus on recovering like the girls taught me. For a few seconds, or is it minutes? For a brief interval of time, all that there is me, my pounding headache, and the forest. Then, thank the gods you're alive. An unfamiliar voice reaches out to me. Then, light, experienced footsteps, which take care to make the least noise possible. The least noise possible, Minos. As if trained to do so. Their source stops right beside me and now stands between me and the morning sun. How do you feel? Is anything broken? The voice is lower than Penny's or Evelyn's, but still definitely female. There's no bubbliness or cuteness in it, but something more mature and hard. No, I was already taking care of the rest. It just hurts. Which you could expect, considering the height you fell from. And the number of branches I hit on my way down, too. She chuckles. It was guttural, low. Her mouth probably closed as she laughed at my words. Can you stand? Let me help you up. She's offering to help me stand. Probably offering me her hand, too. I guess I can at least open my eyes. My head doesn't pulsate that bad anymore anyway. Yeah, she's nothing like Penny or Evelyn. For one, she's tall. Almost as tall as me. Her skin isn't like any I can remember. A golden bronze which only serves to further highlight her impressive physique. I mean, wow. I lost my memory, but I don't think I've ever seen someone with such a defined body. It's just at the border between attractiveness and buffness. Can you got your tongue? Damn it. What is it for me? Pretty girls and staring. I think I answered my own question in that sentence. Sorry about that. I imagine you're my third teammate? And your partner. Oh, right. There's also that. I groan and raise my torso from the ground, extending my right hand. I find enveloped in a firm grip as she pulls. My name is Testament D. Cabijas. Jacqueline B. Ivory. But you can call me Jack. So, how the heck did you end up flying through the air and crashing in the Emerald Forest? Same way you got here, probably. You mean walking? What do you mean walking? What I said. I walked to the Emerald Forest. You walked to the Emerald Forest. Yeah. So, unless your semblance allows you to walk on air... God damn it, Headmaster. What the hell? The Headmaster used some kind of hidden panels on the cliff overlooking the forest to launch us. He did what? You're on a pike, that's crazy. Then again, that's just like him. Do you mean the Headmaster is prone to do stuff like this? You didn't know the half of it. I've known him for 10 years now and... Okay, that should be known, not know. Take notes, Minos. I have never seen such creatures in my life before, but a conversation I've had with Evelyn comes to mind. Made of shadows, with a mask of bone and eyes of crimson. The natural enemy of mankind. Unrelenting, insatiable, with an exclusive appetite for human flesh, or hate for human life. The creatures of Grimm. You've never seen one before. As Jack places her right hand on my left shoulder, I realized that I had been clenching my right hand pretty hard. My left hand was already grasping at the hilt of Johnny's whip. I licked my upper lip, noticing my heavy perspiration as the pack of wolf-like creatures growls and slowly prowls closer to us. Words, Testament, come on! Right there in front of your fucking eyes, read it, goddammit. Scary critters, aren't they? They're a bit too big to be called critters, I think. There you go. Fall back on what's familiar. Relax enough so that you won't freeze. She lets go of my shoulder only to place her back against mine. But not too much that you become careless. These things have a nasty habit of surprising you. They don't scare, they They don't care about missing limbs, and they keep on coming until either party's dead. I swallow. My hand slowly extracting my whip. The gear on my right snarls in my direction, and his claws dig into the ground. How's your aura? Not completely full, but recovering. I feel her back muscles flex, and hear a sound of machinery coming from her front. More than enough for a few Beowulfs. Just keep calm and aware of your surroundings. And don't forget. I feel her right fist bumping me in the left eye. We're in this together, alright? That actually does make me feel better. Thanks, Jack. You're welcome. Now. Hey, pseudo flea bags. I almost jump out of my skin and strike my whip fully. The pack snarls and howls, tongues gutting sharp chops, backs arcing and claws digging to the ground. Yeah, I'm talking to you, fur coat rejects. Come and get some. That should be coat, not coats, I think, to be grammatically correct. But who cares about that? Battle time! Only 90? Come on. Come on. Oh, I don't like that. Could you not, game? Game, please. Okay. Could you die, please? Could you die, please? Oh, that's insane. Jeez. Stop. There we go. Alright, next. No next meet. That was the last of them. Good job. What? I look around the clearing. It's now empty except for me, Jack, and a few black shapes slowly dissipating into smoke. My eyes that widen as I realize that in the time it took me to defeat 2 of them, Jack dispatched the rest of the pack. Only for a moment, though. I'm a fighting amateur, while Jack is much more experienced than me. What's there to be surprised about? You broke out of the freeze phase pretty quickly. Not too shabby fighting skills either. You're just saying that. No, seriously. You're way better than I thought you'd be. When Ospen told me you were a total amateur, I had expected I'd have to carry you to go bridal style. But that'd make hunting down a Grim pretty difficult. Oh? So that's what we're to do. Yeah. Track down and destroy a particularly nasty Grim after beating up with the last member of our team. Who, of course, finds Testament first and becomes his partner. Hi, I'm Penny. So that's what was on their minds. They want to be my partner? I'm sorry they got sad because of it, but I feel kind of happy knowing that. Jack, these are my friends, and your 2 other teammates. She's Penny, and the other girl is You! What? Me? We meet again, murderer. Stop calling me that or I swear to the gods I'll... What are you even doing here? Oh? Didn't you hear your partner, Poisoner? I'm one of your new teammates. No. For the next 4 years. Over my dead body. Oh, if you insist. Allow me. Heh, bring it on, Carrots. I'll tie your ears up in a double overhand and then beat that gray-haired asshole to a pulp with your furry ass. Okay, time out. I move between the two girls, stretch my arms to the side so as to increase the diminishing distance between them. What's going on here? You two know each other already? How did I forget the face of my would-be killer? Love of God, I was not trying to kill you. You're certainly making me wish otherwise. You've lost the privilege of me trusting anything to come out of your mouth or made by your hands a long time ago. Ah, be prepared to lose trust in your face then. Calm down already. What the hell happened between you two? She insulted me. After you tried to give me food poisoning. What? Food poisoning? I'm sorry, but... Not my fault your stomach can only handle carrots. Sure, the fault's in my stomach, not in your awful cooking. There's nothing wrong with my cooking. We almost botched the mission because I was too sick to even speak properly. Maybe you caught the flu or something on the way there. I'm starting to see what this is all about. What do you mean by a mission? Everyone, please. What kind of scatterbrain would get herself sick before going in dangerous territory? The kind who pairs magenta with green and red? It's my artistic vision. Yeah. Artistic vision. Well, did you pay attention to me already? That was loud. Sorry, Penny. What is it? I'm sorry for being rude, but I needed to... Evelyn, Miss Blonde here. Jack. You can call me Jack. Nice to meet you. Jack, it's a pleasure. What I want to say is... You and Evelyn are being awfully negative right now. Bollocks. Perhaps... Huh? Why are they suddenly nervous? We should prepare. We don't really have that much time. There's something coming our way. Evelyn and Penny produced their weapons. A set of identical swords now hovers behind Penny's back, while Evelyn... Tonfa. She thrust her hands behind her back. I don't think thrusted is actually a word, just saying. Under her jacket, and when she moved them to the front again, two mechanical tonfa were attached to her wrists, pivoting in place twice before stopping in a position parallel to her forearms. Of all the places to meet carrots again. Jack just falls into a guard stance, bending her knees. There's no trace of a weapon on her body, but again, there's no trace of Evelyn carrying tonfa either. If your sight is any indication, weapons can have compact forms. I was thankfully still holding onto my weapon. I can't exactly put my gauntlets away, so I'm more than prepared to fall into a square formation, our backs facing each other as we overlook our surroundings. Evelyn, what do you hear? Quick footsteps, rapid but not heavy, and there's the sound of rustling leaves but no destruction. Is it a single enemy? Yes. For the love of... What exactly did Osmond want us to hunt? Okay, I get the picture. Whatever we were supposed to hunt is now actually coming our way at breakneck speed. But how did it find us before we found it if it was so far away? What do you mean how? We were inches away from a cat fight there. Jack, Testament suffers from amnesia. He knows very little about Ermina and the Grimm. You can't be serious. Testament, Grimm are attracted by negative emotions. What? You mean I found us because of your fight? Yeah, we probably shouldn't have done that in the Grimm-infested forest. But she gets on my nerves. We can do that later. Now focus, damn it. What do we know about this thing? It's getting closer. Osmond said it's not native to the Emerald Forest. It was also implied to be particularly dangerous, so it's safe to assume it's not a common Grimm. So we're looking at a single, dangerous Grimm who's agile enough to move through the thick forest without causing unnecessary damage, and whose footsteps are clicks. Doesn't sound like any Grimm I've ever encountered. Oh, darn it. I don't know what kind of Grimm it is. You do? It's a... The Grimm exited the forest from the tree line directly in front of me, so I'm the one who got the best look at it. I wish I hadn't. The gangly figure slithered its way into the clearing. The middle legs touched the ground first, precisely sitting on the underbush with nary a sound while its posterior twins still rested on the tree. They were thin but strong, made of chitinous, lucid darkness. The tubular body of the grim progresses into a long neck and then produces a triangular head with large bulbous red eyes protruding from a mask of osseous material. The same hard substance covers the upper side of the body and the entirety of its two front legs. They're bigger and thicker than the ones it walks on, split in 3 segments. The final part raised slowly upwards as the grim was propped on the ground, like a pair of saw-toothed butterfly knives. Its mandible lowers with a sickening click, and it emits a sibilant hiss as it stands thrice our height. What the hell is this thing? I've only faced Beowulf so far, so I'm by no means an expert, yet I'm convinced there's something fundamentally different about this grim. When I was facing the Beowulfs, I felt like a piece of meat about to be assaulted and mauled by a starving dog. But with this thing, it tilts its head to the right ever so slightly and my skin crawls. I feel sized up, like he's wondering which piece to carve out first, how to avoid killing me to enjoy his meal without spoiling the meat. A terrible, skillful gourmet of human flesh. That's a Walang. We gotta get out of this thicket immediately. We need open ground. I take a step back. I take a step forward. There's a large glade to the north of here. One of Penny's swords makes an exaggerated over to the point at the north. The Walang bristles and clicks at us. Ew, so creepy. But wouldn't the forest give us more cover? No amount of cover would do us any good fighting this thing. I wanted to ask why and was about to, when the Walang gives us the answer. It's walking backwards up the tree. His eyes sudden us as its body shimmers with the refracted light of the sun, and then, in a few seconds, it's no more. The Walang has gone from visible to translucent to one thing with the forest. Oh shit! Let's get out of here! As we burst through the breeze, I trod on and hit clicks moving shrubbery and creaking wood from a few feet behind us. Our pursuers foregoing its grace in the pursuit of prey. It's right behind us, isn't it? Damn right it is. I'm not stopping to check. Can you even not run in the forest? I'm sorry that you couldn't be using these concentration adjustments. Sometimes you have to duck. Holy! With that interval, get back on our feet and run past the felled tree. It's top 3 tree, not 3, Minos. That's tree, not 3. Just saying. It's top half fresh in the ground. Let's talk more, Runny. What Evelyn said. Not all enemies are allowed to think about your next move, Testament. Sometimes you just have to act. The trees, it's coming again. Testament, watch out, dodge. I always dodge right. Shit! Another tree falls at the entire pursuer. Better it than me, though. The Wallang's front legs are sharp as steel. Glad to have you all still in one piece. And get my best clothes? Remember, though, 90% of the times you only have a few seconds to choose what to do. How much further, Penny? 742, watch out! My eyes widen as I see a tree a few paces in front of us starting to fall on its side. The damn grin spit up in front, trying to block our path. Jack hesitates, but for an instant. We can't slow down! Slide. Slide underneath it. Good idea, let's. What? I feel my aura flaring, its warmth pumping from my core all the way to my limbs. My body glows lighter and my steps quicken, hammering at the underbrush. The tree's still falling. We're not gonna make it, not gonna make it! I can't believe you made it! Yes, take that, you overrun bug. As I turn to the thicket of brightness speed, I realize I'm keeping up. Whatever guess the headmaster had about me, it's true. Me and Penny have never tried to do something this intense during training, but my body's keeping up with it. Keeping up with my teammates. The glade is right in front of us. What's the plan now? Depends. How do you feel, Testament? I feel great. We made the right choices, and always stay one step ahead of our enemy. I feel fine, don't worry about me. Glad to hear it. Listen up. The moment we break out the ticket, turn around and fire everything you've got. Got it? I'm going middle. I'll aim high. I'm going low then. I may not be a good shot, but I can't miss aiming right in front of me. I'll join you, partner. When I count from 3. My left hand goes for a back pouch that Ruby got me when she bought all those crystals. I don't need to fish around, since the only contest I have in it is fire. With a small burst of awe, I feel the crystal shatter and disappear in my grip. The metal warms up. The creases of it and the black symbol coming alive with red light. The frustrated green was hot in our tail, weaving through the thinner sea of trees and crushing the smaller ones in its way, trying to reach us before we get out of the forest and it loses its advantage. 3, 2, 1. Did we get it? We got the tree line for sure. The area in front of us is riddled with burns, cuts, bullet holes, and smoke. I see no trace of our enemy though. Whoever's dead, there should be its disappearing carcass somewhere, right? Or doesn't invisible walling stay invisible even after death? Oh, we got him for sure. Jack says with a wry grin, but not one of the girls has put away her weapons yet. But it's not over yet. I turn around and that's when I see it again, the wall lying. I'm still alive, but heavily injured. Its left back leg and right middle leg are missing, and a pair of what I can identify as insectoid wings are damaged and riddled with holes, desperately trying to bend back under the white carapace on its back. It's down and crippled. It can't get away from us. Final round, team. You ready? Evelyn hits hard. Why are you attacking Jack for, you bastard? It's stumbling. Evelyn, now! Penny, give me a boost. Affirmative. Testament, its arms. Got it. Moby steps to the air and wraps around the Walling's natural weapons. With muscles powered by R, I pull it taut. Evelyn slams her fists together, the tonfa on her wrist connecting as I let go for arms. The sides of the tonfa produce 2 halves of a blade each, transforming the contraption to a bladed staff, which she grabs out of thin air. Technically not, because it's in front of... whatever. Semantics. The faunus crouches and then... Evelyn pirouettes through the air and lands on Penny's outstretched hands. The ginger shifts Evelyn's weight on her outstretched right leg, her hands shifting closer and closer to her chest under Evelyn's jumping momentum. Evelyn's quadriceps bulge is shown against her suit, and the earth cracks around Penny. Penny pushes forward, and Evelyn blasts off. And that takes care of it. Evelyn stands up from her crouched position and separates the bladed staff into 2 tonfas again, before sliding them back on her jacket where they disappear. That was incredible. But, Jack, how'd you know Evelyn could do that? This is not the first time we've fought together. As much as I hate to admit it, she's terribly good at that weapon of hers. Oh, right. They did mention some kind of mission they went on before. Still, good job, Testament. Penny. You reacted to our cues quickly and efficiently. That was great teamwork. For real? I've never worked in a team before, so I thought... Penny, you were incredible. More than that, spectacular. Your aim was true and you didn't make me lose any momentum. It's like you're pushing off solid metal. You're no trouble at all. I just have a particularly deep knowledge of momentum and forces of action and reaction. And high physical strength. I'm no slouch, but damn, you're probably stronger than me. She gets the best hugs in the world, that's for sure. We're gonna need an orthopedist on standby if she hugs us with full strength. I can't help but laugh. A good, boisterous, long laugh that makes the last vestiges of tension leave my shoulders. We did it. We survived the initiation and passed the test. Well, it seems congratulations are in order, children. Headmaster Osmond. You were watching? Not this closely all the time, but... did you really think we would let 4 children enter this forest on a dangerous mission without supervision? Yes! For all we know, you went all the way to Mistral to get a wall just to make this test more difficult. My children, do you think I would ever... Yes! Anyway, are you here to take us back to Beacon, Headmaster? Among other things. The Headmaster turns around and points to the ruins scattered throughout the large glade we're standing in. The Emerald Forest was once home to a flourishing civilization. It could be considered a precursor of modern Vale. But like civilizations are wont to do in eminence, it fell. Those that came after learned from its fall, from its internal strife and wars. And yet we repeated the same mistakes. Children, we live in a world where learning from the past is not good enough anymore. So, what other options are left to us? Not is left, are left. Minos, please take notes, please. I know proofreading and checking all that is not your highest concern right now, but please, buddy, come on. This suddenly got deep and somber. Learning from the past doesn't help us avoid the same mistakes. Well, that's a given. It's because all events, including mistakes, are connected to their own times. Knowing about mistakes committed by your forefathers can only help you so much in a world that's continuously changing. So if the past is no good, you can't look at the future. The present? Yes, Mr. Decabetus. We learn from what's around us. We learn from other people, especially those who are different from us. Only seeking to interact with those who think the same as you puts the limit to what can be learned from each other. Which is why it's important to try and make ties with as many people as possible, even those you may disagree with on certain issues. You 4 are as different from each other as can be. You all have unique paths, ideologies, and aspirations, but it's my belief that despite these differences, you will rise above the challenges before you victorious, wiser, and more united for the experience. Just like you did earlier today. Jacqueline B. Ivory. Penny Palladina. Testament D. Cabijas. Evelyn Damrot. From today onwards and forevermore, led by Miss Ivory, you will be Team Jade. Wait a minute, there's no A in either of Penny's initials. Okay, saving here. Beacon week 1. Alright, this time for sure. Yes! I've conquered you, Necktie! Mwahahaha! It's the morning of our first day of classes at Beacon. Today, Team Jade, even though there's no A in Penny's initials, joins the academic life. Other than homework and classmates, this also means uniforms, and the male version of Beacon's uniform features a tie, which took me 5 minutes to tie correctly. More or less. I guess I never had to learn how to tie one in my life before. Precious information. Evelyn, can I come out? I asked loudly to be heard through the door. I'm changing in the bathroom while Evelyn's changing in the bedroom. Penny in the kitchen and Jack on the balcony. Now, you may wonder why West is changing into a different room. They should just be in a different room, not in two, but okay. Well, I'm a guy, so it's a given. Penny also cleaned the kitchen before anyone can ask why. And Evelyn and Jack, yeah, I don't think those two are that comfortable around each other yet. Unless it's a battle. And Jack lost the rock, paper, scissors. Of course you can! The real question is, should you? I sang and rolled my eyes, leaning my forehead against the wood. Alright, other question. Have you 100% finished changing into your uniform? Oh no, he's learning. He'll soon going to overthrow his masters. Evelyn. Testament! Oh, screw this. If she's still not finished, I gave her plenty of chances to tell me. I'm coming out. And women everywhere rejoiced! That line still cracks me up. This is like one of the best lines in the entire game, and there's a large number of lines that could be considered best line in the game. But this is just so good. Okay, enough wasting time. That little... Well, she's dressed, but now I have another problem. So, how do I look? How many words can I use? The way the uniform hugs Evelyn's curves is... wow. I mean, it's not like you can't dress for normal clothes on, but in a miniskirt, it's just something else. And the thigh gap between the skirt's hem and the knee-high socks? Aw, am I so sexy you're at a loss for words? Hello again, bluntness. I have words. I don't know if I should voice them. Keep the profanities to one word, and you can go right ahead and worship me. Howdy, aren't we? Evelyn? Testament? I'm coming out as well. A few seconds after Penny's voice carries through, the kitchen door opens. How do I look? Oh my god, Penny, you're adorable! It looks very good on you, Penny. Thanks. I've never worn a uniform before. Should be a uniform, not an uniform. Well, Penny's not as courageous as Evelyn. The uniform still suits her. Not as well as for normal clothes, but the colors... Huh? Penny, why do you still have your collar on under the uniform? I have a scar. Yes, a positively ugly scar that I wish to keep hidden from sight at all times. Oh, wow. If you need a collar that covers the entirety of your neck, it must be a pretty big scar. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to pry. Oh, I don't mind. That's perfectly fine. Huh? That's a surprisingly cheap reaction. That's the spirit. And you're in luck, for I am an expert at scar removal. You are? You are? I am. I can solve that periodically applied. I'm coming out. Please do come right outside this very instant, Jack. We're waiting your reveal with fervent curiosity. That was not subtle at all, Penny. But didn't you say that her scar doesn't bother her? Oh, well, now I wonder what the uniform looks like on Jack. What? What? Jack? Hey, what's wrong with the three of you? Did I get the knot wrong? No, it's perfect. And Jack, that's the male uniform? Yeah. Why? Because I don't like skirts? Bloody hell, does it look that bad on me? It doesn't, and that's the problem! Carrots, what the hell does that even mean? Evelyn burst on whatever she was going to say next and walked to the apartment's front door, leaning her head against it. Once, twice, 3 times. Seriously, what's her problem? There's nothing wrong, but I guess it's attention grabbing? Especially this looks better on her than it does on me. That's it? Let people watch. Who cares? Yeah, who cares? That's the spirit. Although, we'll stay for a moment. In a matter of seconds, Jack undoes the faulty knot I produced, adjust positioning and height of my necktie, and then makes a new knot. Perfect. Not too tight, not too loose. There we go. Looking dashing there. My dad always said, a bad time makes a bad day. Uh-huh. Well then, let's go to breakfast. Carrots, get off the door. Wait, get off the door, will you? Hey, you... Come on, partner. What's the important move of the day? Ellen gets off the door as Jack grabs me by the shoulders and proceeds to push me towards it, completely ignoring my shattered, broken, destroyed pride. Of course you realize this means war. Evelyn, what? Please teach me how to do a tie? I'm sure it's never been shown around the school. You remember where the mess hall is, right? Yes, that's this button. Damn. I've never seen so many people all eating in the same place. Me neither. The school is mostly empty in the last few days. And on Saturday and Sunday, we didn't eat here. Well, I'm not the only one who's never lived the school life makes me feel more at ease. Sharing the pain and all that. What? You've never attended academy? Never ever, partner. But you're so strong. Flatterer. You haven't even seen my semblance. FYI, I've never attended a combat academy either. Neither have I. I have to call bullshit. You've obviously been all trained in combat, or am I on a team of 3 fighting savants? Of course you've been trained, dummy. But do you think combat academies are the only places in Remnant where you can train to fight? I don't know. Are they? For all I know, they are. They could be. Oh, right. You're missing memory. There are other venues available to those who wish to learn the art of combat on Remnant. Retired or injured hunters can take apprentices, and there are non-hunters versed in the workings of R and thus living outside the Four Kingdoms. I see. Sounds reasonable. Well, that does. Let's get some grub. I'm famished. Wow. This is the best food I've eaten in months. Oh? But don't you usually cook for yourself? Oh dear, here they go again. Of course I do, but I can't do miracles while on the road. I tune up the argument in favor of facing Penny, who today got a picture-perfect selection of food for her breakfast. How's the food, Penny? It's definitely nutritionally balanced, but I think the eggs are slightly overcooked. Probably to give them more consistency before the scrambling procedure. You know, a simple good enough would suffice. But it wouldn't have been a sufficiently informative answer to your inquiry. I can't help but laugh at her honest worry about my possible lack of knowledge about her breakfast. Thanks for the concern, but I was just trying to make small talk, Penny. Oh, sorry, I'm not really used to it, so I can't probably distinguish yet. Oh, it's fine. To be honest, it's kinda cute. There she goes, like clockwork. You're doing this to distract me, aren't you? What? I have no idea what you're talking about. Calling me and my mannerisms cute because you remember how I reacted the day we met. Oh, that. Yeah, I may be trying to make you blush on purpose. So that's my mission, and I'm glad I stopped her from going into a funk. Thanks, but you don't have to worry so much. I'm not a particularly negative person. But you made such a cute puppy face. It was just a little communication mishap. Why does it get you so down? Well, the thing is... Penny! Everyone! Good morning! Ruby, good morning. Ruby, a good morning from me as well. Thanks. But enough about me. You! You're wearing the beacon uniform! My eyes widen as Ruby suddenly flings herself to Penny's right to hug her, and managed to sit properly while doing so. That's impressive. That means you've passed initiation! Congratulations! Thanks, Ruby. After an instant of uncertainty, Penny returns to the hug with the biggest of smiles on her face. Aw, no hug for me? Oh, hi Evelyn. Is that your fourth? Why is Ruby staring at Jack like... Oh, right. You're a girl, right? Well, isn't that not a good question? But Jack seems to be taking it in stride. Sure am. My name's Jacqueline B. Ivory, but you can call me Jack. Oh, thank goodness. I mean, you're so pretty and your hair's so long, I thought of course you must be a girl, but you have the male uniform on, so I got confused. Yeah, it's alright. I guess I'm the only female student who wears the male uniform? As far as I know. But seriously, looks better on you than the guys. And she knows ties better than me, too. That's because I used to do it for my father growing up. Just takes practice. I'd be more than happy to help you with that testament. You would? Thanks, Penny. And Evelyn and Penny are giving each other a thumbs up for some reason. Ah, who cares? Come back to me, Pride. Okay, 2 questions. Are you the guy Ruby was making a weapon for, and what is she making a fool out of herself for now? Another girl has now approached our table, and she's... Well, to be blunt, she's everything Ruby's not, if I had to make a comparison. Ruby's petite, and has short dark hair. This girl is very tall and has long golden hair all the way to the middle of her back. Ruby's... well, she's petite more ways than one. The blonde girl is... Evelyn's are bigger anyway. Also, I think me and Evelyn saw her spar on the amputator with another girl a couple days ago. Yang, I wasn't embarrassing myself. I was asking a completely legitimate question. Wait, Yang, wasn't she the one who... So, she's the girl who used common sense on you? Oh my god, she actually said that out loud? Testament! That's supposed to be private! It was? Yes! Why didn't you tell me? What do you mean, why didn't you... Oh, right. You don't know Yang. Well, that's a deja vu. Cry more like it. I'm Yang, Ruby's teammate and older sister. Wait, what? Older sister? They don't look that much alike, to be completely honest. I'm Testament, and yes, Ruby did make my weapon, and I will make sure to repair. Glad to know that. And hi, Penny. I couldn't believe it when Ruby said you're going to be attending Beacon as well. I couldn't believe it myself at first. It's a pleasure to see you again, Yang. Testament is my teammate. And this is Evelyn Damrot, my partner. Hey there. Hey there yourself. Evelyn Damrot. And this is our team leader, and Testament's partner, Jacqueline. B. Ivory, but you can call me Jack. Another blonde, finally. I was starting to despair, only having Jean to share it with. I heard that! I stumbled to the right, but I can't identify the source of the voice. What was that about? Hopefully, she's one who breaks the stereotype. Between you and the dunce, I have half a mind of removing from my life anything even remotely resembling a shade of yellow. I guess there's another Ruby's teammates? Wow, she's pretty. Not that Ruby and Yang aren't pretty, but while Ruby is cute pretty and Yang is hot pretty, this one is class pretty. Does that make sense? She's petite as well, but slender and very well dressed in a princessly manner, if that's even a word. I can't help but imagine her in something like a long ballroom dress. Wait, didn't Penny mention a teammate of Ruby she could take fashion advice from and... Oh... You must be Weiss then. Don't worry, Ruby. I won't spill those beans. Oh wow, Weiss. You got another admirer. Wait, what? And why is the correctly identified Weiss suddenly looking at me like I'm her worst enemy? What are you talking about? Admirer? Oh, come on, don't play dumb. How else did you know Ice Cream's name? I fucking love that nickname. Damn, Yang. I guess you know me for my singing career? Or are you an estimator of my family? So she actually is some kind of princess. Cool! But seriously. I think there's a misunderstanding here. I have no idea who Weiss is supposed to be, except for Ruby's teammate. Okay, seriously, why is that so shocking? What's so funny? For real? He seems to be telling the truth. At least I think so. Oh wow. Why is every girl I meet in the Ville a different kind of total knockout? After cute pretty, hot pretty, and class pretty, meet Grace pretty. This black-haired beauty, which by rule of elimination must be Ruby's final teammate, just exudes natural pose in every step she makes, and it feels like she's not even trying. The question remains, how does she know Weiss's name? The better question is, how does he not know? Wasn't she just dreading the prospect just a few seconds ago? I'm Blake, by the way. Blake Belladonna. Nice to meet you, everyone, and hello again, Penny. Testament de Cabijas. But seriously, I have no idea who Weiss is outside of her relationship to Ruby. Even that was a guess. Meaning? Penny told me about a teammate of Ruby who had great fashion sense, and Ruby herself mentioned the name in passing. 50-50, so I took a guess. Oh, that's true. Stop being surprised already! Well, just in the information at your disposal, it's not likely to come to that conclusion. You certainly couldn't have made that bet on Yang or Blake. Excuse me? Hey! I'm Weiss Schnee. Schnee. Wait, like the desk company Evelyn told me about? No wonder she was surprised I didn't recognize her. Although she doesn't seem that bad. Or at least, not as bad as the company's name would have you think. She's a bit uppity, I guess. I see. It's a pleasure. Oh, the pleasure is all mine. Seriously? That voice again? What the hell? Now, I'd have to stay and chat some more. I'm afraid classes are about to begin, and we should all hurry. Oh, the bell. We only have half an hour. For the record, when I was going to school, if I had a half an hour to get to classes after breakfast... And bell rings, you get like 5 freaking minutes, if that, these days. Screw that. Beacon, you get half a goddamn hour. Damn. That is insane. Okay, whatever. I'm sure she'll see each other in classes. Have a good day. I can call you Testament, right? Oh, come on! No, for real, who's doing that? Sure, if I can call you Weiss. Absolutely. Have a good day, Testament. Everyone. And there she goes. Blake and Yang hunt her tail. Probably for an explanation regarding that fashion sense comment. This is unfair. Do you have any idea how long it took me to get Weiss to be friendly to me? What's your secret? Ruby, I haven't the foggiest idea. This isn't over. Not by a long shot. And that's 4. Oh, that's a weird team. They are? Have you looked at us? Point. Anyway, Pete doesn't seem that bad. You mean Weiss? Considering what you told me about her family's company. She's just the youngest daughter of the family. It's not like she has any initiative power. And hey, she's an individual like the rest of us. Even if the sickly humans I found us don't get along that well, I try to keep an open mind. If I thought that every human I met's a racist, talk about self-fulfilling prophecies. Weiss is Ruby's partner. I don't think she'd be able to get along with a genuinely bad person. Although, she did warm up to you uncharacteristically quickly. I chalked that up to me indirectly complimenting her without the end to flirt with her. First impressions are a powerful thing. Anyway, we should get going too. Right, Jack? Jack? Yes, she seems like a nice girl. Her arms are gripping her elbows quite tightly and she's staring at nothing. Can she even hear me? Partner? You okay there? It's nothing, Testament. I'm sorry. Let's go refresh ourselves and then to class, alright? Did something happen? I really don't know, Penny. First day of school, guys. Let's try not to be late to class. There's a certain hustle and bustle as we Fell into the almost packed class. Notice that there are very few seats left, and no sets of 4. Things that happen when you arrive almost at bell time. You don't really get a choice in seat dispositions. Bummer. Oh well. I like to make new friends. Sounds good. I'll see you guys after class. I look around the classroom and notice an empty seat at the far end of the row. I say to myself just as the class falls silent, which I guess means the professor has arrived. Happy placeholder art. A slightly rotund man on the short side stands in front of the desk, in the middle of the classroom's bottom area. He sports a finely trimmed mustache and wears mostly burgundy. Children, I welcome you back into these halls. Port hasn't changed at all during break. It seems like Ruby and her team are sitting a couple rows behind me. Professor Port, huh? I hope you use these weeks to relax, catch up with family and friends left behind. Because from today on, we're getting back to familiarizing ourselves with our prey. He makes a grandiose movement and raises a hand to point at the wall behind him, where gigantography of a grim hangs. That's a weird word. Gary, I wonder when he and the other guy got his sprite. You mean Professor Obelik? I'm wondering that too, because these sprites, granted you don't see them very much in the current version of the game, so it's not a really big priority, I'm guessing. But yeah, actual sprites for those two would be great. Also, for those playing the home game, either live or on the replay, or possibly on the YouTube channel for RAGELogin, here's a fun fact. Professor Obelik is actually voiced by Michael J. Caboose from Red vs. Blue. No joke. For our enemy is restless, relentless, and always up for feasting on scrumptious human morsels. Even in the comfort of our homes, even in our most private moments. Ominous. Why, for example, I remember one time, I almost jumped out of my seat as a large portion of the class outside a collective groan. What the hell? There I was, deep in enemy territory, having just felt a particularly strong adversary. It was a long and hard-fought battle, but that's a story for another time. Thank the gods! I was so satisfied with my catch, I decided to help myself to my guilty pleasure. A bag of a fine blend of vacuo tea. A boiling kettle and a whistle later, lo and behold, I was about to enjoy my piece of nirvana. Okay, I think I'm starting to get an idea as to why the groans. But alas, soon a new enemy appeared to chastise me for my mistake. Even though my immediate surroundings had been cleared by my own hands, an opal swooped down from the sky. Well, the story sounds kind of interesting. His storytelling ability is, well... Quick, my hand went to my weapon, swiftly holding it up to shield myself from the beast's mighty dive. Hope this doesn't go on that long. Stumbling but not knocked to the ground, I flexed and pirouetted up into the air. My might was... Okay, whatever. Doesn't matter. Lo and behold, my enemy was defeated and faded at my feet. Oh my god! That went on for almost the whole lesson! Now I understand why so many people dreaded story time. I mean, there's a few interesting tidbits here and there, but it was mostly purple prose. That experience taught me many valuable lessons, which I saw fit to share with you today. Damn it, you're actually supposed to be paying attention? If he's not a sadist and made it difficult on purpose, he needs some serious work in his public speaking. Let's see, what could have been an important point in that story? Now, the problem with having multiple choices is that if you've played the game multiple times, like I have, well, you know what the choice is. So, for those watching, spoiler, it's this one. The professor mentioned that he had cleared out his immediate surroundings, which meant that, since he was alone and not in a negative state of mind, the Grim had been attracted there by something else. Was a lesson about the grim sense of hearing, Professor Port. Indeed it was. Very observant, young man. Ah, score 1 for Team Testament. The Opals are grim shaped like a bat, and just like their animal counterparts, they have bad eyesight but incredible hearing, and locate their prey with echolocation. Even from afar, the whistle of my kettle had attracted it like a moth to the flame. And if I hadn't been keeping my weapon to my side, I would have died with his first attack. Always have your weapon on hand when you're in a hostile environment, children. You never know when you may need it. Alright, that sounds like something I should make a note about. Cairo Ozario? I am probably butchering your name. Welcome, friend, to the stream. Hope you're enjoying. And if you're not enjoying, I'm sorry. That's all the time we have today, children. I encourage you to review and possibly deepen your knowledge about opals. Have a bountiful day. Well, I'm famished. Let's find the girls again and... Shoot! You're telling me we're actually supposed to pay attention all this time? Will you pipe down? Of course you're supposed to pay attention. You're in school! I'll go on a limb and guess that Professor Port's classes have never had that much participation from students. Penny, seriously, what's your secret? I feel so sluggish. I have no idea how I kept awake through it all. I guess I'm just used to listening to long speeches. My father has a habit of going to his own little world and mutter out his thoughts. Practice makes perfect, huh? I have no desire whatsoever to practice enduring that. For once, I agree with Evelyn. I'm glad that's over and done with. So, what do you want to do with the afternoon? I think I'll go into Vale. Want to inquire about that part-time job? That's the plan, yes. I also thought about asking about helping in the kitchens like you mentioned, but they said they'd come back tomorrow. While I'm at it, I guess I'll go check the shops in Main Street and see what they have for sale in the chocolate and cookies department. Do you want company testament? Nah, it's okay. I have the sneaking suspicion that you're trying to dissuade me. I'll be waiting your return then. Remember that the last bulkhead to Beacon is at 10 p.m. I'll keep that in mind. See you later, girls. Later, partner. Alright. Please keep on the side for me, okay? I'll pay it up by the end of the week, I swear. Sounds good, but are you sure you want this brand? It's a bit pricey for a student. I know, but I need to do at least this much. You either got a lucky girlfriend or she's got you whipped. And let's make you leave. Right. Good evening. Welcome to the stream, Silver Sheeran. Sheeran? Yeah, Silver Sheeran. I remembered. Yay. Welcome, Silver. And... okay, I know for a fact you don't keep up with Ruby, but... keep that thought in mind. No, Gary, that's not Silver. That's a friend of mine. That's not Silver from the Discord. That's Silver Cheerin. If you've ever played, what was it called? Clay Soldiers in Minecraft, you have that person to thank in large part. And they also do lots of tabletop sim stuff and other things. This person's an animal when it comes to that. You've been thinking the robot thing for about half an hour. Yeah, hold on to that thought there. Just hold on to that. Well, actually, if you do... Oh, shit. Okay, Gary, Cario, Gary in the chat, for those that can't see the Twitch chat, I've been thinking about Weiss's dad during the lemon rant from Portal. Make life rue the day gave Cave Johnson lemons. Do you know who I am? I'm the man that's gonna burn your house down. With the lemons. I fucking love that. Gary, quick question. Think I should spoil it for Silver since I know for a fact she doesn't actually watch the show, and the reveal in game itself is gonna be like a long ass time from now. Also, if she will to, she gets to look it up and find out anyway, and probably has by now for that matter. Hair choice. Okay, Silver, you want the secret? I don't really care to watch it or play this myself. Okay, fair enough. So sure. Okay, guess what? You're absolutely 100% correct on all counts. Penny is in fact a robot. Well, technically a giant, as the game itself points out later. But, yes, she is a robot. And in fact, she's the very first artificial being in Remnant's recorded history to produce aura. I don't think either the show or this game explains how exactly, but she totally does. And yeah, as you'll see later, she totally like has a crush on the main character. So yeah, good call on that one. Not that it was very difficult to figure out, but still. Continuing on. Phew, that was getting a bit too personal. Although, he's probably right. People don't usually go all out in presents unless it's a special occasion. But considering the dead I owe to Ruby and Penny, it might as well be. Anyway, that's settled. I need 200 lint to buy that box, so now it's time to inquire about that part-time job. What was the place called? From Dusk Until Dawn? That's a fair enough point, Silver. But then again, that's, you know, part of the point. Penny's a cute robot, so who cares? Good evening. Welcome to From Dusk Until Dawn. Let me do it again. Good evening. Welcome to From Dusk Until Dawn. Hello. I'm here to inquire about that part-time job. You Beacon student? What? How does he know that? Your aura unlocked. You Beacon student? Well, yeah, but... Perfect. You hired. What? Just like that? Need fighter. You can work evening shifts. Come in free. You free now? We do afternoon shift for try. Okay, Gary, I knew the first but not the second. And Silver, if you're curious about what Gary's talking about, if he doesn't tell you, then I'll let you know later. It is actually a pretty big spoiler, but if you don't care to see the show, then who cares? Well, yes, but good. Get a counter. Hey! An apron gets thrown in my face. When I pulled it back down, the shopkeeper was already walking towards the back of the shop. Which point? Okay, so Cairo asks how I'm going to go through it, as in routes and dates, etc. So... He's doing Weiss and Ruby. Okay, so I'm focusing on Ruby. My secondary focus is Weiss. My tertiary objective is Yang. I'm going to do Blake's first date if I've got the time. I'm not going anywhere near Blake's second day, except maybe the events that lead up to it, and that's only because. Okay, you know what? If Silver Chiron talks me into it, I might do it. If anybody can talk me into it, it'd be her. But the trick is, not only are my friends going to eventually see this playthrough, my buddy Warsaw Deathmark is also going to probably be handling the uploads onto YouTube for the channel RAGELogin. And I know my friends. And well, Gary and Cairo here, you guys know what happens during Blake's second day. I don't want my voice saying that to them because I will never hear the end of it. That will end up on a soundboard that will end up in every POPPC from now to the end of time eternal. I just know it. Nope, Gary, you haven't done Blake's second day? Oh. Dude, do a playthrough and do that. Cause it's... Wait. You've hit... Look, guys, you're killing me. Come on. Like, I know, like, for the first 3 volumes, Blake isn't that interesting a character, but, you know, Minos is trying. Freaking, Guys, come on. Like, okay. You guys should go and do that, because it's pretty freaking hilarious. And the CG is cute, too. Okay, Gary, that's a fair point. So okay, I read this slide out. Let's continue with the story here. Hey, I know next to zero about dust. Your BCG best ones. I agree. Look inside first drawer. What? And he's gone. What the hell has happened in this shop that he would need someone who can fight as a part-timer? I just said and checked the first drawer of the counter. Inside I found a one-ear noodle mic and earbud. I check on you through security camera from Vault. If you need device, tuck into noodle. Tuck into noodle. Sir, why is the shop need to be closed and reopened again? Well, no time for talk. First customer. Welcome. Cairo, after you do Blake's first date, the second date is on a timer. You'll automatically get the prompts to begin it after a certain day passes. So if you do Blake's first date, the second date will just automatically happen. Kind of like Weiss's first to second, only it only appears after a certain day. After a certain event, which I think is the fight against Howard, like, right after that, I think is when it happens. I'm not sure on that, but I think it's about there. Thank you very much. Thank you. Come again. Very, very good. Closing time now. Thank God that's over. And thank the gods no one commented on the noodle. I remove it and the apron both. All in all, it wasn't so bad. It was mostly just about weighing and counting the dust for each client, and if they're about to ask questions, the shopkeeper was already telling me the answer in my ear. I could see myself doing this every now and then. Very good. Hiring you, good choice. Thanks. I didn't think it'd go so smoothly. Hold out scroll, please. Sure. I hold out my scroll and the shopkeeper does the same, swinging his own device horizontally and above mine. What? Little first-time bonus for incentive. You come back, yes? Sure? Good. Late now. Got to close, and you missed last bulkhead. Right. I'll see you around. Holy. Can't believe this. I already solved the money problem. If I want to, I could definitely go get Ruby's present and catch the last bulkhead with plenty of time to spare. Congratulations! You've reached the dating sim part of Jade. From now on, you'll be able to see 3 different kinds of story events. Main story events. These are unchangeable events that will happen automatically to progress the main storyline and or introduce new characters. They'll usually take place on Sundays. Route events. These are events tied to characters you've already met outside of Team Jade and will progress their own personal route. You can make them happen on Saturdays, provided you meet certain conditions first. Extra events. These are events that will give you special items, increase your stats, or introduce new characters and routes. Most can happen by being in the right place at the right time on the right day, but some may also require meeting certain conditions, or a bit of luck. Outside of these, visiting certain locations at certain times will allow you to spend your time and engage in various activities. These will allow you to build up your stats, obtain money, new knowledge, and items. For example, may I suggest buying that present for by stopping at the Main Street shop on the way home? Shopping won't advance your time unless you trigger an event. Have fun in the world of Jade, but remember, you only have 183 in-game days, so make the most of it. Note, as of 2.0, that number is not accurate. Now if you go to Main Street. Welcome! How can I help you? Premium Alteasian and Cookies Box, 200 Len. You actually came around. Have a nice day. And he was never seen again. No, seriously, as of now, that shop doesn't carry anything else anymore throughout the rest of the game. So, you know. And... dorms. Should I go to sleep? Yes. Although, story first. There's our hard worker. How'd it go? Chat. Well, I helped her relax the first time and Yang asked to do it again, but I want to see how becoming friends with all possible characters. Is it possible? Yes, you can. Most characters in the game have at least one event. Technically, they're not dates until the second or third one, but you know, every character that you can meet like that in the game more or less has a first event. And after the first event per character, you get friendship. And you can check that in your scroll now, so... in fact, scroll, stats, no, not social, relationships. There's 5 heart levels here. Each first level is friendship. And for those wondering, so far only Ruby and Weiss... No, Ruby, Weiss, and Yang have third date options. Blake, yes, not yet. And I think only the Ruby girls so far have second date options. Yes, Gary, there's a special Patreon goal where if a certain amount of money is reached, then a complete Team Ruby polyamory route will be available. It was confirmed, Gary. And the reasoning behind it being a Patreon goal is because he needs the money to actually commission the art for it. So there's that. If I had money, I'd probably be putting it towards that Patreon so I could make it happen, because that sounds like it's made of win. You're welcome, Cairo. Also, am I pronouncing your name correctly, or at least close enough? Good enough. A little weird, to be honest. What about yours? It was good. Also, apparently, after we left the mess hall, Team Ruby had the biggest food fight in the history of Beacon. They what? Oh man, I'm glad I was out of the blast zone for that. Among themselves? I guess the other first-year team. I guess another first-year team, actually. We should do some food at dinner, Testament. It's in the kitchen. Awesome, I'm famished. Now where's Jack? In the kitchen. Well, for your sake, she didn't want to try and add personal touches or something. Duly noted. I hope that she didn't. Or that if she did, it's Ellen who's in the wrong about that story. She's not cooking. She's sitting in one of the chairs, staring at her joined hands on the table. Also, I said it was going for an hour and a half. I think I lied again. I want to at least get to the end of this first week, probably a little bit longer than that. Outside these story events, it should go relatively quickly. You probably lied. Hey, partner. Hey, Testament. I take it they immediately put you to work? Yep. So, why are you hiding in the kitchen? I take a seat at the table, finding the food still warm enough to eat comfortably. I wouldn't exactly call it hiding. I just needed some time alone to think. Refocus myself. Cairo. Yeah, the pronunciation is easy, but it's a little bit weird to my eyes. I'm a bit nearsighted, so Cairo? Okay. Welcome, Cairo, and hopefully you're enjoying your time here. Watching me fumble through female lines mostly. Whatever happened to someone hit you that hard? I was surprised. I didn't expect something and it threw me for a loop. Want to talk about it? Not really. I mean, it's something you can't really do anything about. I just need to learn to live with it. That too, Minos, is a bit redundant. Should remove it. We've been partners for less than 2 days. I don't think it's fair to make you shoulder my emotional baggage already. Can't be more troublesome than the first time I met Evelyn. Okay, now you must tell me. She was trying to observe me in my sleep, whatever that means. Oh god, she gave you the crazy eyes? You mean she always looks like that when she's using her symbians? Most of the time. You know what? I don't feel so scrambled anymore. She stands up and stretches her arms over her head before heading to the door. As she walks past me, she places her left hand on my shoulder and gives me a squeeze. Thanks, partner. I really needed that laugh. Seems like every member of this team has something worrying them deep down. Me and my past, Penny her hidden side, Jack and this baggage of hers. Well, maybe except Evelyn. So far, she's only been bothered by not being able to tell us about Jack beforehand because she wanted me and Penny to make her own opinion. I wonder, what is it that worries her? Maybe I should start keeping a diary on my scroll. There's so much stuff coming at me. Good help put it in perspective. No idea, Gary, sorry. Good morning, Testament. You had an uninterrupted and restful night of sleep. I did? Good to know? How does she know that exactly? Make a save here. By the way, after I read these intro sections per day once, I'm not reading them again unless they change. And we're day 2. So from here we go straight to the classroom. Shoot, don't know they bring left again. Well, if someone hadn't taken so much time in the bathroom. You tried drying 2 giant fairy ears quickly without hurting yourself. See you after class. I find an empty seat near one of the bottom rows. This time on the right is someone I know. Hello, Blake. You're not staying with your team? Good morning, Testament. And not today. Arrive late? No. Weiss has been trying to give us fashion advice for the last 24 hours. There should be a space there, Minos. Between 20 and 4? Yeah, there should be a space there. Oh. I feel kind of responsible for some reason. So, History of Remnant. This is my first time taking this class. What's the professor like? Professor Obelik? He's always knowledgeable. Just like Professor Port, though he's a tad... I'm not gonna try reading that, sorry. What the hell was that? Eccentric. I turned towards the bottom of the classroom, where the stage had been taken by a green and white blur, who I guess was the source of that white noise from before? Oh my god, that's a professor, isn't he? It's alright. He slows down for the important parts. Today, children, we will be reviewing the history of Crystal Remnant and their approach to survival. That's slow? I think it's best you start taking notes. My poor wrist. Oh, why don't you protect me from this? Yes, Gary, Professor Obelik in the show is voiced by Michael J. Caboose. Or rather, the two characters have the same voice actor. I almost want to see, like, a gag episode or a chibi episode of Obelik done as Michael J. Caboose now. I really want to see that. Or has it already happened? I haven't seen Chibi Volume 2. It's almost over. Try to resist. So, taking into account what we've discussed so far, what else can we surmise about the Grimm? About the Grimm? Despite all having to do with the Grimm in antiquity, the only thing these ancient tribes had in common was that they avoided hunting and foraging at night. A tribe harassed by bulls would cover themselves in mud before heading out. Others who lived in an opal's territory began learning to carry phosphorus. What are these habits that have become laws among these gatherings of humans and faunas tell us about the Grimm? Maybe they tell us that... Wait a minute. Beowulfs are similar to wolves, and they covered themselves in mud. While opal are kind of like bats and... phosphorus. Are Grimm by any chance smaller their animal counterparts than one would think? Precisely, young man. Very well put indeed. I knew it. Grimm are creatures of darkness and nightmares, and they take the shape of things that scared our ancestors and haunt their dreams. No one knows the reason for this, but this fact gives every species of Grimm different characteristics. Rules, you could say, they abide by. You won't see a crowded Grimm on the land, for example. Only Wind Grimm can fly, with few exceptions. Opal, having a bat sight, are very sensitive to bright lights, and hiding their scent aids in escaping a Beowulf's notice. Oh, so that's why. Now, you may be thinking that as hunters, is use knowledge to you, but if you ever happen to be out in the field without or without dust without weapons, your knowledge and your wits will be the only things left between you and an untimely demise. Yeah, I should probably write this down. That's all we have to tell you, children. Our first day could be mostly reviewing, but we'll get into new material starting next week. Have a nice day! That was an experience. You seem like a good professor. You're right. I just wish he didn't get so hard to follow at times. Well, I guess you could think of it as training. If we ever get to the point where we can pick up on what he's saying, we can pick up everything. I guess so. Either that, or it must be some magical brew he's drinking. And today we have a good day, so let's go to the library and check up on opal knowledge. Oh yeah, Professor Port did mention deepening our knowledge of opals. I guess this is what he meant? You deepened your knowledge of opals. Oh wow, I've been here for a while, haven't I? Okay, so I don't know about Cairo, but I know me and Silver definitely are not patrons for this game, so probably not. Anyway, what we are going to do is we're going to go to the desk shop. Welcome, part-timer. Ready for work? Yes, sir. Good work. Here's pay. It's quite late. I should go back to Beacon. Oh, that's part of the scroll now, is it? Well, that's kind of sucky, but okay. So right now I have 100 Len, and I'm gonna be working to get 500 Len. And the reason for that is you need a book from the bookstore to unlock Ruby's second event. And it's about to cost 500 Len. Oh, welcome back, Kyra. Oh, apparently you get reading skill from doing that book thing. Okay. Morning, partner. Ready for another day? You know it. Especially ready for breakfast. Yeah, that sums me up pretty well, actually. I wake up, I'm ready for breakfast. Computer, please. And it should give you time for... That's a good hint, Gary, but I'm probably going to be gym focusing when that opens up. Classroom time. Yes! We managed to arrive on time to get seats today. Considering our first class is combat, I don't think we'll be doing too much sitting around. Combat class. We're going to spar against fellow students and have been told to bring our weapons. I'm kind of nervous. Penny, remind me again who's the professor in charge of this class? Oh, it's actually an acquaintance we've already made. I will have to ask Penny for clarification when she walks in, and the entire classroom falls silent. Good morning, children. I hope you enjoyed your break, because that's the last extended one you'll get for a long time. I also hope you haven't slacked off too much. Still as intimidating and commanding as I remembered you, Gundagudwitch. Before we begin, I wanted to inform you that we have a new team of students amongst the first years. You may have already met them, but I'd like to make a formal introduction. And there's the attention to the classroom on us. Meet Jacqueline B. Ivory, Penny Paladinia, Testament Dicabegis, and Evelyn Damrot making up Team Jade, led by Miss Ivory. Eh? But there's no way! Did I miss the A? No, Nora. You didn't miss the A. There's no way. That's going to be a running joke, I fear. Now, to rectify what I said earlier, formal introductions are all well and good, but... Uh-oh. Why is she looking like that? This being combat class, I think a better introduction would be served by making Team Jade take the floor. Mr. Dicabegis, if you'd please come down. Darn it. Yes, Miss Goodwitch. Break a leg, partner. Don't be so nervous. It's just a spar, remember? I'm sure you'll do great, Testament. Just stay calm and remember your training. What little of it we've done. But they're right. I see the focus. Now, for your opponent... Mrs. Elong? Alright, finally back in action. Oh, Yang? This scene is also pretty golden. Wow, she looks eager. She's doing the steps to the arena two at a time. I get to pop your sparring cheer, D-man. D-boy, you should feel honored. I can't help but start in laughter. That was a bold pun. Then I hope you'll be gentle with me. Way up in the stands I hear someone groan. It sounded like Weiss. I'll try it, but I drink it like it rough. Oh, wow. That sounds like it'll leave you sore later. Oh man, I'm stealing that one. There's two of them! All is lost! If you two are quite finished. Note to self. Yang likes horrible puns. Gary, do you mean Sans' theme or Sans' battle theme Megalovania? That was right, Silver? I fucking love this game. Yeah, Megalovania would work here because spoiler, the game is programmed so that you lose this fight no matter what. Well, if you fight as well as you pun, this will be fun. She steps into a peculiar stance and... Wow, I'm a fighting amateur, but I can tell that's some footwork. And considering her weapons, she's definitely a close-range fighter. I don't think I'm that good, but I'll try to not disappoint. I crush down and lower my weight, not bothering shutting my whip. I doubt she'll give me time to swing it around in an enclosed arena like this. On my mark? That's the spirit. Don't hold back on me, D-man. Show me what you got. Begin! So much you got, D-man. Think fast. Think fast. Only 35? Bullshit. Gary, Silver doesn't watch the show. She's not gonna get that pun. Also, boo! For those of you not watching this on Twitch, you can read the chat. Gary suggested that Yang was handy in a fight. Boo! Gary, boo! No! Silver, I'll tell you later. Computer, please. You regret nothing, huh, Gary? Well, good for you. Since Warsong's gonna be grabbing the video from Twitch at some point, I should probably not be recording this to my computer. I'll bet you that's what's slowing things down. Is local recording. Why am I only doing 30 now? Bullshit. 90's better. These movements. She's no amateur. Let me go ahead and focus, because why not? I just did 200. Screw that. Even though technically I never drew my whip, you know. Apparently I can just draw my whip and then smack her around for 200 each. But she's smacking me around pretty hard too. Ember Silica. Oh shit. So for the uninitiated, those bracelets on her wrists are compact battle gauntlets that are called Ember Silica. They're also a shotgun system, which is kind of badass. Not gonna lie. Yikes. Yes, Gary, you're right. Everything but John's weapon is also a gun. The Golden Rule of Ruby. Pretty much. But since they've got the technology for it, why not? Only 80? Bullshit. Oh, that's it. Fight's over. Shoot, she's strong. Ready to finish the D-Man? Ugh! That's quite enough. Ow, 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 ow. I guess I lost. Yeah, you cannot win that fight. That's the match. Mr. DKBG's aura has entered the red. Ah, damn, that was intense. God, Zhang, you're strong. Like, really strong. Second best of the first years in combat class. And don't you forget it. Second best! Yang had the upper hand the entire fight and she wasn't even trying seriously. What kind of scary apocalyptic monster could number 1 be then? Nice and form as always, Miss Zalong. And happy to see you're learning to pace yourself. Huh? I wasn't... I mean, yeah, that's absolutely what I was doing. She was just trying to make the fight last longer. And Mr. DKBG's, you have a long way to go to match someone of Miss Zalong's level, but I have to commend your instincts and insight. You adapt to an unknown opponent very quickly. I need to survive longer than... No, Mr. DKBG's. You need to win. Oh, right. For the next matchup, Miss Paulina and Mr. Winchester. I so wish I could see that fight. I really wish I could see that fight. I want to see Penny kick Cardin's ass like a motherfuck. Does that make me a horrible person? Probably not. Minos, buddy, if you watch this, please can we see that fight? Like, even if it's like an optional thing you install later, I want to see that fight. I want to see Penny mop the floor of Card Winchester so fucking bad. Come on. Okay, thanks, Gary. And actually, Silver has many avatars already. I do have to show her the one you made me, though, because it is actually... Yeah, Silver's a rodent. And a very cute one. If I may say. Of course, name me a rodent that isn't cute. I dare you. Yang approaches me and offers me a hand to stand up from my sitting position, which I gratefully take. Seriously though? Good fighting. Considering you got your weapon not even a week ago, you're pretty awesome. I think you're more awesome than me though. But you lied already. Sure do. But hearing it never ever gets old. And now from here... Yeah, let's go classroom. Because if you go back to the classroom... now... Oh? I didn't expect to find someone in the sparring area still, at this hour of the day. Then again, I guess you can't obtain that kind of fighting skill by sticking to the bare minimum. Man, looking at her moving like that? I got a long way to go before reaching that level. Haven't you had enough exercise for one day? Hey D-Man! Didn't see you there. You're probably too focused on kicking the ass of whoever you're fighting in your mind. Yeah, it's a bit too early for shadowboxing. I was just going through some katas. Katas? They're a set of choreographed movements. You repeat them ad nauseum until your body knows them by memory. Sounds boring. I made it sound terribly boring, yeah. But they're important. Whenever you fight hand-to-hand or long distance, relying on your weapon or your body, practice and repetition is important. That's how we learn how to do something right. And for the record, for those that might not know, that's entirely true, especially with katas. She's making them sound important. And boy, do you need to learn. I mean, you move well enough, but there wasn't any form. Fully aware of that, man. And willing to learn. That's the spirit. Hey, wanna practice with me sometimes? Huh? Well, I don't want to slow you down. Oh, shush. You just need to repeat my movements. And Goodwood said you were very observant, no? Also Testament? It's real rude to refuse when it's a girl offering. Oh wow, she's gonna get on thick with the flirting. I'm ashamed to say it's working. If you're really sure. Positive. Okay, now stop before I do something to embarrass myself. Good. Let's start right now. Right now? Got somewhere to be? Not really. So let's start. First, position how I get my feet. See? You did it quick enough. Yeah, but wow, I'm sore all over. Who would have thought that doing something slowly could leave you like this? There are movements your body isn't used to yet. With time, you'll be flung through it like a river. Anyway, it's gotten late. We should probably get back to the dorms. You go on right ahead. I'll follow in a few minutes. You need a breather that much? Did I go too hard too fast? No. But we'd be getting back to the dorm together, sore and sweaty. You wouldn't pass an opportunity for a joke. Ruin my fun, will you? But man, you're a fast learner. Self-preservation instincts, really. And we're gonna go into Veil. And the shop. And we're gonna skip this. For the record, the first time we got paid, with the incentive, he paid us 200 len, which is enough for the cookies. Now he's only paying us 50 per job. Kind of a cheap ass, but oh well. Especially since dust crystals cost 500 a pop and they're one use only, which is bullshit in this game. But I ranted about that last part, so whatever. Also, Silver, Giri, Cairo, you guys enjoying so far? Just curious. Oh, we've actually, have, Fonz TV watching as well. I just checked the viewer list. Fonz, welcome! Don't be afraid to say hi in the chat. And I read these. Day 4. Jeez, I'm just gonna... Yeah, I'm finishing the first week. I don't care how long it takes me. Screw it. I just need to not... You know, adhere... Try and get myself to a time schedule because it never... I'm not sticking to it. Damn it. No 4 neighboring seats close to each other left today either. And today it's my fault. I forgot my tie and only noticed on the way to class. If you keep doing this, you're going to be acquainted with the entire school by the end of the semester. I could think of worse outcomes. See you after class. I look around slowly, searching for an open spot. Oh. I guess I'll be meeting any new people today. What? Gary, you did what with what? Okay, hang on. I'm gonna show this to Silver. What even the hell? Is this he taking waste? Oh, Testament. Good morning. It's free. You can sit. Much obliged. Okay, Gary, first of all, she. Second of all, in my opinion, that does not look like a rodent. That looks like a werewolf from a B movie. Just saying. I seriously don't know what that is. It looks like a shaggy wolf. Yes, thank you, Silver. More canid than rodent. Canid than rodent. And it does! Looks like a damn werewolf. Like a shaggy werewolf. I noticed your team always gets to class quite tardily. Got a heavy sleeper on the team? Not that I know. It's just been random chance so far, really. Today I forgot my tie, another day someone... Well, it's something else. Don't plan to make a habit of it, though. Glad to hear that. She's got a pretty melodious laugh. Well, she didn't mention a singing career after all. Speaking of sitting disposition, why are you not with your team? I'm ashamed to admit that sitting close to her caused me to lose focus easily. At least for this class, I prefer being apart from her. Ah. Yes, I can see that happening. Also, if she does this for this class only, it must be pretty important to her. I'll try my best to not disturb you then. Much obliged. This is so unfair. I mean, that other guy who hit on her in the library? I can understand. He looks cool and actually put some effort into his first contact. Yes, Sean. But this one? This one wasn't even trying to hit on her. He wasn't trying to flirt. He wasn't trying to court. Or was he, Ren? No, he wasn't, John. Right? He even got in her backside within 30 seconds of meeting her or something. But now they're all chummy? Maybe they're just being polite to each other. By the way, I haven't read about your condition. Dreadful, really. Oh, it's no big deal. I just have to catch up with everyone else as soon as possible to be of more help to my team, though. That's admirable. If you like, I could show you my notes for this class from the previous semester. Really? I wouldn't want to impose. Oh, nonsense. It'd be a pleasure, really. Polite my... Jean, the teacher arrived. What am I doing wrong, man? I guess I'll take you up on your offer, then. Wonderful. Call her school, then, please. That's my school number. Oh, come on! Oh my god, is this school haunted or something? If everyone stay together, ring me up while you're in the dormitories. Will do. So, I think we're gonna do that, actually. Good afternoon, Testament. Hey, Weiss. I hope I'm not disturbing you. Not at all. I guess this is about my notes? Yep. Is it a good time? Certainly. Come to my team's room. Come right in. I've already picked the subject. We're not doing it in chronological order? You would think so. But I think we should prioritize on things you can understand without previous knowledge, which also tie into the current curriculum. Wow, she put a lot of thought into this. Darn, it's gotten late. I should probably go. Thank you very much, Weiss. My pleasure. You have no idea how delightful spending time with someone who takes the thing seriously is. Thanks for the compliment. It's kind of nice being complimented on your work ethic. Now, one thing to note. In order to activate Weiss's first part of the route, you need to have a dust knowledge of 30 or more. I'm going to be mostly focusing on the Ruby route, but I'm going to do a secondary as Weiss. And studying with Weiss gives you 5, taking the class gives you 5, working with him gives you 2. Why give me the Evelyn wake up thing? Stupid game. Alright, class. Now this should be exciting. You look very interested, Testament. I don't look. I am very interested. Answer her with a grin. Johnny is very cool. Learning the basics of R was interesting, and they both saved my life, but I can't wait to get deeper into the latter. Particularly because of symbionces. The prospect of activating some kind of secret power exclusive only to me? I'm so curious about what mine could be. The professor wants us to form pairs. Wanna go, partner? Actually, why don't you pair up with me for today, almighty leader? I don't think we've trained together since Vacuo, right? Well, I don't mind if you don't. Cool. We'll see you later, guys. As they go, Evelyn gives Penny a small wink which Jack misses. Evelyn is a very nice person. She is, but Penny, if you wanted to pair up with me, you could have just asked. I doubt Jack would have said no. But, you are partners and I wouldn't want... I roll my eyes as the professor tells us to spread around the room and kneel in front of each other. The exercise consists of focusing R on certain parts of the bodies, matching what your partner is doing with his or her own R. Penny, just because Jack's my partner doesn't mean I can only spend time alone with her now. I focus my R around my head and I can feel Penny's R match my intensity and the positioning almost immediately. But the purpose of having a partner is to create a particular kind of bond with that person. For the sake of that objective, it's only logical for two to spend as much time as possible together. True. Then why didn't you just refuse Evelyn's offer? She's your partner. Even as she blushes and averts her eyes, I can feel Penny's R focus on her abdomen. I follow suit, but without the same speed, obviously. Because I wanted to spend time with you. We haven't since... Then you should have just said so, Penny. There's nothing bad about it. But Jack is your partner, and... Just because you're a partner doesn't mean you can't spend time with your other teammates or friends, silly. Huh, that was random. I don't really be bothered by someone listening on this kind of conversation, but we were talking a lot in the crowded classroom. The two girls of the pair practicing on our immediate right. Their appearance gives further credit to my theory that physical appearance of the candidate makes up for 75% of the weight of your application beacon. The girl with the bubbly voice has red hair similar to Penny's, but with a different complexion and eyes. Also, she's... Well, let's just say she's making me reevaluate the appeal of hips and thighs. A friend, who's currently laughing at her partner's words, I bet, has the longest, prettiest hair I've ever seen, and... Is she made out of marble? What kind of body and arse to give a statue? Nora, calling a person you've just met silly doesn't make for a great conversation opener. Oh, you're right. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to call you silly. Well, maybe a little, because you're saying silly things. Sorry for barging in on your conversation. I'm Pyre, and this is my teammate Nora. Testament. She's Penny. Also my teammate. And actually, I think I may use another couple of voices to convince her that wanting to spend time with someone who's not your partner is alright. For this line, I would say need instead of use would be better, grammatically speaking. But that does work, I guess. Hi. In that case, power may not be the best... As Nora was trying to say, it's perfectly reasonable to only spend time with people who are important to you. A good partnership isn't formed overnight, after all. And don't you think that being only allowed to interact with one person may bring the other to resent that relationship? Real smooth. As par, right? As she said, Penny, I don't think being partners means you have to spend every single minute of every day in each other's company. I spend time with you and Evelyn as well, and if you stop wanting to because of Jack, I may start resenting her. I see. Sorry for assuming testament. It's okay, Penny. Aren't they saved by Nora, Valkyrie, and Pyronikos? We didn't do that much, Nora. Of course you did. Or I was important on the battlefield. There's no battlefield here, though. You sure about that? I can't help it. I burst out laughing at her expression delivery. Miss Nikos, if you and your friends don't go back to the exercise this instant, I'll be forced to give the four of you detention. Crap. We forgot ourselves, didn't we? Sorry, Professor. Wait until people hear that Pyronikos almost reached detention. Nora. We should get back to exercise. It was nice meeting you. The same. It was a pleasure. I wonder why Nora made it sound like her friend risking detention should be a big deal. Maybe she's some kind of honor student? I believe now. Nope. Crap. Okay. Then... Mess hall. Hello. I heard you're looking for help? Oh? You're a student, aren't you? Someone with R would definitely be useful in the kitchens. Huh? What does R have anything to do with cooking? Have you seen how much you kids eat on a daily basis? I would prepare all that food for you to take some drastic measures. Okay? You can come help on the afternoons whenever you're free. Now put an apron on and get in there. Sure. Should be easier than working at the desk shop. No one hiding in the back room this time. Boss! The oven again! Holy shit! That's not what I think it is. She got out of the cage! Shoot her! New guy. Am I making the spices in? Finally, it's something normal. Oh, just how much of the stuff do you go through in one day? Oh my god! Good job for the first day, kid. I have a newfound respect for cooks everywhere now. Here's your pay. Don't spread it all in one place now. By the way, this is the only way to increase your cooking skill. Thanks. I'll see you at dinner, I guess. Oh god. Just thinking about cooked food is making me feel sick right now. I think I'll go with cookies and tea today. And then dust shop. I fucking love the Jurassic Park reference, by the way. Okay, now, this is a pretty pivotal point in the game. The first Saturday. Let me do a save here. Day 6. Saturdays are days where you can advance your routes, as the game itself explains. So, we're gonna do rubies, because it's pretty much a given for us. Our first Saturday. Also, the first time I've been allowed to sleep in since arriving in Beacon, now that I think about it. Even that first day after meeting Penny, woke up early to see the school in Vale. Still, I don't wake up that late today either. I'm in time for breakfast and Penny and Jack look like they've just finished dressing up. That's a good plan, Gary, but I don't have more than one route right now, so we'll keep that on the back burner. I might do that for Ruby and Weiss's third date. Good morning, girls. Good morning, partner. Slept well? He has. I did. Huh, you're pretty certain. Testament presents good complexion. His tossing was at a minimum, and there are no signs of sleep deprivation on his face. I'm 95% certain that he's enjoyed a good night's sleep. Wait, she knows how many times I tossed in my sleep? How You know what? Never mind. Well, what about Evelyn? My partner just chuckles and points at a bed at the other side of the room, where a figure still lays asleep, breathing softly, a long rabbit ear twitching cutely. I see. Well, what should we do today? Honestly, I think I'll probably study. We have a lot of stuff to catch up on. That's true. We're 6 months behind the curriculum. I'd like to keep you company, Teston, but Saturday's the day of my weekly checkup, as agreed upon with the general. Oh, because of her condition. Right. Don't worry about me, Penny. Your health is much more important. Yes, I will. Hey, if you really don't know what to do, you're more than welcome to study with me. Sounds like a good option. Thanks, partner. Or you could see what one of our other friends are doing. Maybe they'd like to hang out. That's true. Well, let's wash up, eat some breakfast, and then decide. Her condition of being a robot. Actually, yes, Silver. Yeah, thanks for that, Gary. So we're gonna see what Ruby's up to. Testament? Good morning! Morning, Ruby. Didn't expect to see you in a uniform on a Saturday. I know, right? My combat skirt's in the wash. Huh? You could have just put on other clothes, no? So, what brings you around here? That was weird. Anyway, back to the matter at hand. Nothing much. I was just wondering if you'd like to hang out. Aw, I'd love to, but I have to go in the Ville to pick some stuff up. Oh, well, if you want, I can accompany you. Unless something you have to do alone. No, not really. And I think I'd like some company. The bulk ride is super duper boring. Are we talking about the same bride? The one that lets you see Oliveville City before granting you a view of Beacon from a distance? Trust me, after the 100th time it gets boring. Are you ready to go right now? I was just heading out. Sure, I'll grab my backpack and meet you at the bulkhead landing. Or better, I'll borrow Jack's backpack so I can carry on the box of cookies without noticing. I'll see you there then. Cool. Blake, did you hear that? I did. Oh yeah, Silver. This scene's awesome. Yang! Yang, get a bed already! Nice, what the... It's Saturday, damn it. Get up already! Ruby's going to Vale! And... with Testament decabijas. Alone! And... You're... not worried? About what? Ruby! Alone! With a man! Alright. First of all, this is Ruby we're talking about. She's more than capable of defending herself. Second, it's morning and they're going to the most populous area of Vale City. Third, what's with your surprised face? It's just... your older sister. We thought that being this may be her first... Okay, it's not a date, but still, she's never gone somewhere alone with a man before, has she? Girls? Do you know what I did the very first day me and Ruby were at a beacon? No? I ditched Ruby not 5 minutes after we got off the bulkhead. You what? The very first day we arrived here, I left Ruby alone to force her to interact with new people and try to make friends without my help. Keeping that in mind, what could have possibly made you think I was going to go, oh my god, my baby sister's alone with a man, I must protect her virtue and threaten castration! We didn't say, but we thought about it. Girls, seriously. She's childish, but she's not a child, and her making more friends outside of our team is actually a good thing. You should try it too sometimes. Want some tips? I'm perfectly able to befriend anyone I please whenever I so want. Thank you very much. Not that attitude you want. Excuse me? I suddenly wish I could have gone with Ruby. The part that makes that scene so awesome is that the whole threatening castration thing happens a lot in Ruby fanfiction with Yang. A lot. And taking the second episode of the series into account with what she referenced right there, does it make a lot of sense? But yeah, the whole. What is your problem with my balls, woman? You know, that happens quite a bit. Thanks, come again. Yay, they had it. After getting off the bulkhead, Ruby led me to Main Street and into a bookshop called Tuxton's Book Trade. It seems like a nice place, although there's some weird chemical smell lurking in the inside. Like a particularly strong detergent or something. So, they're not both presents? Only one. The War of Kings is a new book that I wanted to pick up. Ninjas of Love 4 instead is... Come to think of it, I really shouldn't tell. Ah, so it is smut. How did you... The shelf you picked it up from was in the romance section of the store, so... I was actually surprised when I saw you just waltz in there. The other shoppers were too. She also has a high-pitched whimper and seems to get even smaller to the naked eye, raising her hood to cover the entirety of her head. Her face doing a good job of imitating the color of the fabric. All in all, it's a fairly adorable sight. I guess you didn't realize it at the time? Nuh-uh. She shakes her head from side to side. From side to side, Minos. Minos, buddy, I'm not trying to be mean, I'm just pointing these things out so you can fix them later if you so desire. Take notes, please. Do you want to go somewhere with less people? Uh-huh. She nods. I shake one off for her in my hand, but she just grabs into the corner of my sleeve. Okay. Let's diabetes level, cute. You're sitting near the market, I believe. Screen white. There's not that many people, and certainly no one that could have seen her inside the shop. I think you sit at one of the benches and Ruby follows suit. Her head still hidden by the hood. Ruby, I think it's safe to reveal yourself now. Can't I just hide in my hood forever and ever and ever? Depends. See me grim like that? I can never go back inside that store now. Oh, come on. It's not that bad. But I think I read smut. Can you imagine if he starts recommending books to me? I hardly laugh at that. Well, first, I don't think there's anything bad about being interested in smut, and I don't think you do either. Especially what as a present for a friend. That's true, I guess. Also, since you specifically asked for that book to be wrapped up, I think he knows it was a present. I guess. Maybe I can still show my face? Maybe half of it? Maybe. And since you've been a good girl and endured the pain. Oh, stop making it sound like you're just going to the dentist. If I was your dentist, I'd never give you this, trust me. I open my backpack and fish out the box of cookies I bought, offering it to her. Ruby observes it, confused for a few seconds before gasping. Those are premium menthol brand of these and cookies! From her reaction, I guess I got her off the brand. Score. Yep, for you. Right at the box and offer it to her. For me? That's what I said. You mean these are... Testament you shouldn't have. Why not? Because these cost a lot. So does dust. And your time was worth a lot to me. I guess? She flushes. Her eyes floating from my face to the box of cookies. To my face again, and to the cookies again. No, I can't accept these. She says and returns her gaze to my face. You can't, huh? No, I didn't make your weapon and help you with dust and training because I wanted to be thanked. I did it because you're my friend, and friends help each other. So even if she'd known me for less than 24 hours, again there should be a space there. She really considered me a friend of hers? Or maybe she just wanted to make me into one and wanted to be the best friend she could in return? Selfless to the point of naivete. Some people would take advantage of it. That's all in good, Ruby, but... usually, when refusing something, You're supposed to not grab onto it. She slowly lowers her gaze and only then notices that in the middle of her tirade, her hands had grabbed onto the box and brought it to her chest, calling it like a baby. That's because of hunger? Ruby, come on. I bought those for you. If you don't eat them, I'll throw them away. Not really, but... Well... I guess we shouldn't waste food. Nope. Then, I humbly accept your gift. She says the last part in a mumble before turning to the side and placing the box in her lap. Her hands quickly undo an indicative ribbon and opening the box. Oh my goodness. I've only ever eaten these once before, but... She bites into one of the cookies, devouring half of it at one go, mandible working overtime before a visible shiver runs up her back. So good. Too bad I have no milk. They'd be even better. Then try to eat them all right now, no? That's harder than killing a Nevermore. And I killed one before. I know how hard it is. Give me some motivation. Yes, Gary, it is. This is a nice scene. You're going to ruin your appetite. Worth it. Not gonna be able to experience the milk so goodness? Good one. So good. But need more. Well, if you eat too many all in one sitting, you're going to be sick, and if you throw them up, you're going to waste them. That's a really good point, Testament. Thanks. You're welcome. She's closed the box, but still holding half of a cookie in her right hand. Here. She holds it out to me. You sure? Of course I am, silly. After when you left. Also, if I eat anymore, I won't stop until we get back to Beacon. Actually, what I meant is if she's okay with me eating something she's already bitten herself. But I guess she'd call it old-fashioned like Penny? Or she didn't really think about it. She just smiles wider and holds the half cookie in front of my mouth, wanting to feed me. Okay. I suffocate the blush starting to come to my cheeks, part my lips and gently move forward while keeping my eyes on the cookie. Wow. She wasn't lying when she said these are good. But for some reason, I feel that this particular cookie is sweeter than its friends. Good, huh? Yes. Very, very good. I have fun hanging with you, Testament. And thanks for the cookies. You're welcome, Ruby. We should do this again. Absolutely. Maybe next time we could talk about books? Sounds good. Have a great day, Ruby. You're now friends with Ruby Rose. And our first Sunday, our first official in-game week will be over in a few. And then, the stream will be over until next real life Saturday. Probably around the same time because Warstone's computer's crapped out, so the podcasts are on hold for now, which sucks. But hey, I can do this, so why not? And it's finally Sunday. My first week at Beacon has flown, huh? Not really, it took nearly 2.5 hours. I wouldn't call that flying. I'm kinda glad it did, though. Between what happened on Sunday, then lessons and studying and everything else, I feel like I haven't stopped 1 minute. I think I'll laser on in bed a little more today. After all, there's no lessons, no pressure, no stress. For the last time, you're not cooking breakfast. Carrots, get away from that door or I swear I'll saute you. Oh, right. Except for the reason I woke up for in the first place. That 4 is a bit redundant, I wouldn't keep that there. Listen, if you're just cooking for yourself, I wouldn't mind. But I won't let you poison Testament. I just want to make him something to thank him for. Why am I even discussing this with you? Out of the way already! Could the both of you please calm down? Especially since the intended victim and or beneficiary is now awake. I inhale deeply. Okay, time out already! Thank you. Now, first of all, good morning. Second, Are you seriously physically barring Jack's access to the kitchen, Evelyn? Well, yes. I'm doing it to protect you. Holy hell, Evelyn, I need protection from food now? No, you bloody don't. Yes, he does. Can't we just have testimony to judge that? That's actually a good idea. Capital idea, Penny. I support that notion. You can't be serious. Actually, wanna try cooking? If having a third opinion will stop all this? Yes. Ah, in your face, carrots. Then I'm cooking too. What? Eh? You need something to wash out the taste of death after you're finished. By the way, Sylvia, if you're still watching, this scene is awesome too. Oh, a cooking contest? What a nice idea. No. That's a terrible idea. Nah, fine. You're on, carrots. You, me in the kitchen. Testament and I be the judges. Don't say judges. There's no need to have any judging, is there? Yes, there is. Oh, for the love of... This should be something you both know the recipe for, and the pantry starts with ingredients for. What about we go in the kitchen, check, and let Testament wash up and dress? Fine. Fine. So not fine. Damn it, Penny. Our plan was flawless. If it was good and Evelyn was exaggerating, I could have just put it down to personal taste. If it was bad, I could have just lied and said Zach had room for improvement. They're just going to stifle the fire further. Ah, Gary. Our weekly podcasts are called the POPPC, or the Pissed Off People's Podcast, where we talk about things related to gaming, tech, and other such things that, well, piss us off. We sometimes cover good news, too. That's the gist of it, anyway. If you're curious, you can check out past broadcasts on the YouTube channel RAGELogin. I swallowed to get out of the bathroom and back to the main room. I've heard some weird noises coming from the kitchen while I was in there. Suddenly the door opens and out comes Penny, and the fraction of a second the door is open, I start to hear a particularly pernicious curse slipping out. So, how are things? With Jack and Evelyn? Well... Hey, watch your elbow, carrots. Why don't you give me some more space instead? Because I need the gah. Are you doing this on purpose? You're just too damn close. There's an entire kitchen. Why do you have to be... Hey! My ear, you oaf on stilts! What did you call me, carrot boobs? Oh, it's on! It's going great. I feel like they're really making some progress. And killing each other, you mean? Well, it's just a 0.001% chance of that happening. The most probable outcome of this is that they finally express their grievances in full once and for all. What exactly are they making anyway? Pancakes. What kind of pancake recipe makes those kinds of noises? Penny? We're kind of done. Fantastic. But we're... could you assist me to step outside in the balcony? We need to hit the bathroom. Already there! Nope. After about 30 minutes, the girls leave the bathroom in different clothes. I haven't got the spiritual strength to try and glance at the kitchen right now. Anyway, the whole debacle has produced 2 plates with 3 pancakes each on top. Presentation-wise, they're both pretty great. Well cooked, not burned, with whipped cream and maple syrup. To the side, 2 glasses full of milk in place. But now comes the most difficult part. I realize as me and Penny sit side by side of the desk. The taste test. So, what am I tasting first? You can't know that, Testament. There's a small chance that knowing beforehand may influence your judging. And we'll drink milk in between testing to cleanse our palate. Good thinking. We want my victory to be sure, and you also to be gracious after all, carrots. In your dreams, Blondie. Let's get this started. 1 by each Testament, then we switch plates. Sounds like a plan. I set a plate in front of me, swallowing loudly. My hands grabbed the knife and fork and cut a thick piece of the tower of pancakes. I stab it with my fork, dip it in the maple syrup and whipped cream, and then bring it to my mouth. I chew, and And you. Huh. That's actually good. Oh, thank goodness. Penny doesn't seem to have any peculiar reaction to her own pancake either. I'm saved! Evelyn was wrong about Jack's cooking after all. Shall we change? Yeah, I finished tasting too. I grabbed the glass of milk and drank half of it slowly, washing my mouth from the taste of the first stack of pancakes. Now I'm actually looking forward to the second one. Cut a big piece, dip it in the cream and syrup, and then... Oh, what the hell? My eyes go wide, and only some hidden well of willpower prevents me from spilling the pancake. Spitting the pancakes. Can't. Word Testament, for fuck's sake! Use your words, dude, you dumb shit! And only some hidden well of willpower prevents me from spitting the pancake piece out. God, it's horrendous. As I was trying to read that line the first time. It tastes like it should be a pancake. The texture's there, and I can detect hints of its noble soul. But then something came and corrupted it. Perverted it beyond belief. Turned it into this abomination offense to the heavens. Slowly, ever so slowly, fearing that the corruption may diffuse and turn me into a soulless husk, I pushed the abominable dark matter past my taste buds and... Blah. What the hell was that? Oh goodness, are you two alright? From Evelyn's shocked face with a tinge of worry, and me in particular, I can surmise that this was Jack's stack. Of course they are. Cooking is perfectly fine. It's not, partner. I'm sorry, but it's really not. So who won? Evelyn. Oh my god, Penny, blunt much? What? What do you mean she won? I'm 100% positive that Testament agrees. Whoa, Penny, easy! That's impossible. For the love of pancakes, Jack. Are you really that deluded? I can't believe your tongue is that far gone. You have to know how bad your cooking is. Highball to the side, it's really, really bad. But it was my mother's recipe. It's my mother's cooking. Oh, so that's why she never... And that's why she got so angry. Judging by Evelyn's face, she didn't know either. My mother always made the best meals for me and my sister. And my dad. Everything she did always tasted wonderful. I've always helped her in the kitchen. She taught me how to do so many things. And I follow her recipes to a T. So even if they taste a little different, they can't be bad. Oh man. Now I feel bad. I didn't think this could be such an emotional thing for Jack. They're not bad, Jack. Penny? But you said... Testament, barring the taste, how are Jack's pancakes? Barring the taste? Now I think about it. They're actually very well made. I'm confused. The thing is that the looks, the texture, the cooking, they're all great. They feel like they're supposed to be good, but there's this overpowering, nauseating overtaste of cinnamon. The pancakes are overly saturated with cinnamon. You know, I put too much cinnamon in my dishes and that's why they all come out tasting like crap? I think so, yes. But I should remember the quantities correctly. Jack, your family was from Vacuo, wasn't it? You know it was. I can't believe this. Was that simple? Evelyn turns around, muttering under her breath as she opens the door to the kitchen. I cringe as I catch a glimpse of the disaster zone it's become. Evelyn carefully stepping around like she's trying to avoid a landmine before grabbing onto a small object. You can't be serious! What the hell is happening? She marches back into the main room and holds up the object in front of Jack's face. It's a small plastic container with cinnamon written on it. Smell it. What? Now I see. See what? What's going on? Smell it. I know you never did. Jack looks at Evelyn warily but complies, opening the cup and smelling the powdered substance. Ah! And her face morphs into a rictus of disgust, almost dropping the container. Carrots! What the hell? What did you put in my cinnamon? That is your cinnamon. Mr. Variety cinnamon. Mr. Variety? There are two varieties of cinnamon remnant. The Mr. Variety and the Vacuo Variety. The first is more common in Mr. Vale, while the latter is more common in Vacuo and Atlas. And the Mr. variant is about 6 times more powerful than the Vacuo one. 6 times? Are you serious? Holy hell, no wonder I cook tasted like crap. I've been blasting the poor stuff with cinnamon. Can you realize all the bother we could have spared ourselves if I'd been less abrasive? Or had I been more prone to accept criticism? You usually are. Not in family stuff, I'm not. And I'm sorry. That's not how leaders should act. It's okay. It's something you can work on, and hey, I doubt we're going to find ourselves having to deal with your family matters on missions. Remember that line later, folks. You're right. They're laughing. I can't believe they're laughing. Totally there's a high chance they'd work this out. Well, yeah. I guess you're lucky that the problem was so simple to solve. Even if the problem had been more complicated, I had the utmost confidence we could have worked through it together. Because we're a team? Yes. I've never been in one, so I'd like for us to be good friends. I'm sure they wanted too. And so do you, right, Testament? After that speech, it'd be rude to say anything but yes, Penny. I chuckle and shake my head, glad that we've overcome a little ordeal, with deeper implications than I thought. I can't help but agree with Penny. I too want us to be close. Eccentricities and all. I want us to care for each other. Because right now, they are... Are quarries in Ville? Yep. I mean, police didn't find anything at the crash site, but they saw a meteor coming down from the sky. What else could it have been? But it could be anything. On anyone. He's got a point. If it landed in the middle of the city, it'd be like finding a needle in a haystack. No. Well, maybe Our Lady of Mysteries may deem fit to share some of her wisdom with us today? Didn't think so. I guess I gotta do this old school. Need any help? If I do, I'll be sure to ask for it, boss. Let me try a couple of routes first, though. You do that. Anyway, we'll see you in Ville in 1 week. Thanks for the trust. Over and out, guys. Stupid bitch making me lose all this time when you could just tell us. And that's going to begin chapter 2. That's also going to end the stream for now, everyone. Thank you all for sticking around and watching. Gary, Cairo, Silver, anybody else that hasn't said anything in the chat, thank you all so very much for checking this out. If you're watching this on replay later, thank you very much for checking it out. If you look at the link in the description below the video, you'll find a link to the RAGELogin Patreon if you feel like supporting us to get more content out like this and many other things. If you're new, don't forget to hit that follow button. I plan on making this a weekly deal every Saturday and Sunday. Times are subject to change, but I'll let you guys know either personally if I have your content info or in the Project Jade official Discord. These videos are probably also going to go up on the RAGELogin channel on YouTube. And yeah, that's about it for right now. Thanks for watching. Please, guys and girls, you have yourself a safe night and take care.